What are stablecoins and how do they work? People would have laughed at you if you had told them a decade ago that they could learn anything about stablecoins for free. The internet has made it easier than ever to learn just about anything you want. So with all this content and information available, how did you know which ones to learn from and which ones actually work? Luckily for you, Crypto Clipper, for today's video, we'll be talking about stablecoins. Let's find out how they work. Remember that while the first step is completing any of this amazing information, the second and possibly more important step is taking action, even if it's imperfect action. A cryptocurrency known as a stablecoin has its value tied to another asset class, like gold or a flat currency. In order to keep its value stable, one of the most fundamental advantages of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether is that sending payments don't require trust in a third party, making them available to anyone in the world. However, a significant disadvantage of cryptocurrencies is their unpredictability and propensity for wild price fluctuations. They are therefore challenging for regular people to use. For their security and livelihood, people typically expect to be able to predict what their money will be worth in a week. In contrast to the generally stable prices of other assets like gold or flat money like US dollars, cryptocurrency prices are unpredictable. While the values of currencies like the dollar do change gradually over time, the daily changes in cryptocurrency values, which rise and fall frequently, are frequently more abrupt. By tying the value of cryptocurrencies to other, more stable assets, usually fiat currencies, stablecoins attempt to combat price fluctuations. Fiat refers to the official money that governments issue and that we all regularly use, such as dollars or euros. A stablecoin sponsor will typically set up a reserve where it securely stores the asset or collection of assets backing the stablecoin, such as $1 million in an antiquated bank, the kind with branches, tellers, and ATMs in the lobby to support 1 million units of a stablecoin. This is one method for tying digital stablecoins to physical assets. When a stablecoin holder wants to cash out their tokens, an equivalent amount of the asset that backs it is deducted from the reserve. The money in the reserve acts as a collateral for the stablecoin. There is a more sophisticated stablecoin that is designed to track a common asset like the dollar but is collateralized by other cryptocurrencies rather than fiat. This is done by Maker, arguably the most well-known stablecoin issuer that employs this mechanism, through a service called Vault, previously known as collateralized deposition, which secures a user's cryptocurrency collateral. The user can then use the smart contract to borrow recently created DAI, the stablecoin, once it has been determined that the collateral has been secured. A third type of stablecoin, known as an algorithmic stablecoin, doesn't use any collateral and instead creates or burns coins to maintain the coin's value at the target price. Say the stablecoin's target price of $1 is lowered to 75 cents. To increase the stablecoin's price, the algorithm will automatically burn a certain number of coins. This kind of stablecoin protocol is challenging to be perfect and has been attempted numerous times in recent years with failure. Yet, business owners continue to try. The blockchain project Terra's UST is one of the few active applications of this model to date. Type of stablecoin collateral. Using this framework, stablecoins come in a range of flavors, and the collateralized stablecoins use a variety of types of assets as backing. Fiat. Fiat is the most common collateral for stablecoins. The US dollar is the most popular among fiat currencies, but companies are exploring stablecoins pegged to other fiat currencies as well, such as the lira, which is pegged to the Turkish lira. Precious metals. Some cryptocurrencies are tied to the value of precious metals such as gold or silver. Cryptocurrencies. Some stablecoins even use other cryptocurrencies such as Ether, the native token of the Ethereum network, as collateral. Other investments. Tether's USDT was once supposed to be backed 1-for-1 with dollars, but its collateral mix has shifted over time. And in a breakdown provided in 2021, the company said nearly half its reserves are in commercial paper, a form of short-term corporate debt. Not disclosed the issuers of this paper, but claims it is all rated A2 or higher. A2 is the second best grade available for a corporate borrower from the credit rating agencies like Standard & Poor's. Circle's USDC similarly lists unspecified approved investments alongside accounts at federally insured banks. Notably, it does not say whether the accounts themselves are insured in its monthly disclosures. What stablecoins are the most widely used? Let's go over some of the most well-known stablecoins to give you an idea of the experimentation taking place in stablecoin land. Tether. Since its launch in 2014, Tether USDT has been one of the most widely used stablecoins. According to market capitalization, it is one of the most valuable cryptocurrencies overall, moving money quickly between exchanges to take advantage of arbitrage opportunities arises when the price of cryptocurrencies varies on two exchanges. Traders can profit from this discrepancy. This is the main use case for USDT, but it has also been used in other contexts. Additionally, Russian-based Chinese importers have used USDT to send millions of dollars worth of goods across the border, evading China's strict capital controls. The company that issues USDT, Tether Ltd., was involved in a 22-month legal battle with the New York Attorney General over claims that Bitfinex, a sister company of Tether, attempted to use funds taken from Tether to cover up an $850 million shortfall. Finally, on February 23, 2021, the case was resolved, and Tether and Bitfinex were ordered to pay $18.5 million and provide quarterly reports outlining Tether's stablecoin reserves for the following 2 years. The cryptocurrencies issued by Tether are classified as stablecoins, a special subset of digital assets whose prices are tied to less volatile assets. An essential bridge connecting the real world and cryptocurrencies is provided by stablecoins. Stablecoins which promise to protect cryptocurrency owners from volatility by having their prices tied to a reliable asset like a central bank-issued fiat currency like the US dollar are ideal for transactions and trades on and between blockchains. Numerous fiat stablecoins, including one linked to gold, are produced by Tether. The stablecoin USDT, which is pegged to the US dollar and has a circulating supply of roughly 73 billion tokens, is the most widely used of them all. Neither USDT is mined nor is it decentralized. To match user demand for coins, it has a central organization called Tether that issues, mints, and burns USDT tokens. A cryptocurrency exchange is the simplest place for the typical investor to buy and sell Tether stablecoins. USDT is a popular trading currency that can be found on most cryptocurrency exchanges. Since stablecoins are virtual currencies, you can store your USDT in any hot or cold crypto wallet. Large cryptocurrency holders, including institutional investors and crypto exchanges, have direct access to USDT and other stablecoins issued by Tether. They can purchase stablecoins by making a cash deposit and then sell them back for the promised 1-by-1 Tether exchange rate to recoup their losses. Regular fluctuations in USDT's price on cryptocurrency exchanges may be noticed by average investors. For instance, when Terra's USD, one of the most well-known stablecoins, crashed in May 2022, other stablecoin prices shook on exchanges and USDT briefly dropped to as low as 97 cents as investors rushed to withdraw their money. Recently, the cost has increased to just under $1. In the crypto world, the reserve's authenticity and transparency have occasionally been questioned. Early in 2021, Tether only began to release reports on its assets, and it still doesn't list all of them. An impartial auditor has not examined the attestation, the non-cash holdings, including what they are, how they are valued, and how simple it is for Tether to convert them into cash if stablecoin holders want to immediately redeem their initial investment, have drawn the most attention. The New York Attorney General's office opened an investigation into the possibility that Bitfinex, a cryptocurrency exchange, attempted to hide the loss of $850 million in client and business funds held by Tether, the payment processor, in 2019. Nearly 2 years later, in February 2021, Tether and Bitfinex and NYAG came to an agreement to pay $18.5 million in fines and to publish quarterly reports outlining the reserve's composition for the following 2 years. Note, as part of the effort to shed light on the reserves backing the stablecoins, CoinDesk has joined a legal proceeding involving the NYAG. Tether, and its parent company, Ifinex. Through the Center Consortium, cryptocurrency companies Circle and Coinbase jointly launched USD Coin, a stablecoin, in 2018. Similar to Tether, prior to its switch to a variety of collateral assets, USD Coin is tied to the dollar. Given that USDC is an open source protocol, anyone or any organization can use it to create their own products. Circle announced on July 8, 2021 that it would IPO via a $4.5 billion SPAC merger with Concord Acquisition Corp. The information was released a month after Circle announced the completion of a $440 million funding round that included well-known business players like FTX, Digital Currency Group, and the parent company of CoinDesk, and Fidelity Management and Research Company. USD Coin. In essence, USDC is a tokenized version of the US dollar. It is fully redeemable, which entitles you to exchange it for the cash you used to fund your account. Customers can quickly and affordably transfer value anywhere in the world with the help of USDC. USDC's value is directly linked to the US dollar, unlike some stablecoins that are linked to the price of a single asset or a basket of assets. Cash and short-term US Treasury securities make up the USDC reserves held in segregated accounts with regulated US financial institutions in the US. The USDC protocol was developed to give the general public better access to cryptocurrencies. To make the cryptocurrency industry more approachable, USDC was created. Additionally, the USDC was created for both commercial and private use. Due to USDC's provision of an open-source smart contract, other businesses are now free to create their own blockchain-based services like wallets and exchanges. However, through USDC's payout solution, those who want to use the US dollar as a payment or reward system for their clients, staff, or partners can easily access these services. In order to replace the US dollar in the cryptocurrency world and make it simple to exchange and use, USDC was created. You can count on its constant value even as the value of other cryptocurrencies fluctuates because it is pegged to the US dollar. As a retail user, you must complete the following steps in order to convert your USD or other fiat currency into USDC. Open a profile on a partner exchange that accepts USDC. Fiat currency can be added to your exchange account via wire transfer, credit card, or bank account. With your fiat money, purchase USDC. On the other hand, you can do the following to exchange your USDC for fiat money. The exchange platform is asked by a user to exchange any quantity of USDC tokens for fiat. After that, the exchange asks the USDC smart contract to exchange its tokens for fiat and take out an equivalent number of tokens from circulation. The issuer returns the requested amount in fiat currency, less any fees paid, to your bank account. By opening a Circle account, accredited investors and companies can buy USDC directly from Circle. The team behind USDC, in contrast to other stablecoins, pledges to provide complete transparency and collaborates with financial institutions to maintain its fiat reserves, which is a novel feature for a stablecoin. Partners and USDC exchanges are required to report their US dollar holdings on a regular basis. Because USDC was intended to be a stablecoin, buying it won't yield any investment returns for buyers. The advantages of purchasing this cryptocurrency, however, lie more on its practicality than in the potential profits from a rise in price. By eliminating the need for banks or other middlemen, USDC enables businesses and individuals to send money in a matter of seconds, saving them time and money in the process. DAI is a stablecoin on the Ethereum blockchain that utilizes the MakerDAO protocol. DAI, a 2015 creation, is backed by Ether, the cryptocurrency that powers Ethereum, and is exchanged for dollars. Unlike other stablecoins, MakerDAO wants DAI to be decentralized, which means there won't be a single entity in charge of it. Rather, this function is performed by Ethereum smart contracts, which stores immutable rules. However, there are still issues with this novel approach, such as when the MakerDAO's underlying smart contracts fail to perform as expected. In fact, they were cheated in 2020, resulting in $8 million in losses. Stablecoins. Are there any cons? Stablecoins have a few disadvantages that you should be aware of. Stablecoins differ from other cryptocurrencies in terms of their pain points because of how they are typically set up. Another vulnerability is counterparty risk if the reserves are kept with a bank or other third party. Does the entity actually have the collateral it claims to have is the key consideration here. For instance, Tether has frequently been questioned about whether it truly maintains a 1-1 backing between USDT tokens and US dollars. In the worst case scenario, it's possible that the backing reserves for a stablecoin won't be enough to redeem every unit, which might undermine trust in the coin. A user's money is typically trusted with intermediary businesses, so cryptocurrency was developed to take their place. Intermediaries naturally have control over that money. For instance, they frequently have the power to halt a transaction. Some stablecoins bring back the option to halt transactions. The US dollar coin has a backdoor that can be used to stop payments if they are used illegally. One of the companies that developed USDC, Circle, acknowledged in July 2020 that it had frozen $100,000 worth of the stablecoin at the request of law enforcement. How can the best stablecoin be chosen? Even for experts, choosing with stablecoins to buy, trade, or simply use for everyday transactions remain a challenge given the wide variety of stablecoins that are currently available within the larger ecosystem of more than 16,000 cryptocurrencies. As with all things crypto, it's important to maintain a balance between stability and freedom, centralization and decentralization, regulation and permissionlessness. For instance, fiat-backed stablecoins are well-liked because they are equally stable as the US dollar or other widely used currencies. In contrast to algorithmic stablecoins, which are the most decentralized alternative, linking crypto to a federal currency makes fiat-backed cryptos a target for regulatory action and generally more centralized. The question of what precisely backs each currency is another. For instance, not every stablecoin backed by USD, like USDT and BUSD to name a few, is backed by an exact 1-1 ratio of dollars to cryptocurrency. Depending on the organization that created the coin, the reserves contain different things. For instance, Tether USDT was initially configured so that the dollar amount of reserves matched the dollar amount of newly created USDT. Quigley notes that this has changed, saying that Tether, the issuing company, has now held a certain quantity of the outstanding Tether in fiat and then a certain quantity held in liquid marketable securities. As a result, there might be liquid reserves in the form of bonds, CDs, treasury bonds, and cash equivalents rather than dollar bills. Quigley comments on Tether by saying they periodically disclose the mix. Another distinction is the platforms and exchanges where each stablecoin is available. For instance, USDC can be purchased and sold on Coinbase, a well-known cryptocurrency exchange. USDT, however, is unable to. The following questions should be taken into account when choosing which stablecoins to include in your portfolio. Where can I buy a stablecoin and exchange it? What kind of platform is the stablecoin produced on? How frequently are the reserves audited and how openly are the reports presented? What is the market capitalization and available supply? Some analysts predict that stablecoins will experience significant growth in 2022 as a result of the US Federal Reserve's efforts to tighten monetary policy. This will strengthen the dollar and increase demand for any digital assets that are pegged to the dollar. It's difficult to predict whether or not this will happen, especially given the number of US government agencies planning to tighten stablecoin regulations in the coming months. Which stablecoin is the best? Tether is the most widely used and valuable stablecoin in terms of market capitalization. It is backed by gold reserves and pegged at a 1-1 ratio to the US dollar. It frequently ranks among the top 5 cryptocurrencies in terms of market cap. Tether is available on the majority of the major cryptocurrency exchanges such as Kraken, Binance, and Coinbase. What store sells stablecoins? You'll need a cryptocurrency exchange account or a digital wallet where you can purchase cryptocurrency directly in order to purchase stablecoins. Check to see if the options you want are offered where you live because some services might not be accessible everywhere. Stablecoins may be available on exchanges like Coinbase, but they may only be listed in their fiat-backed forms. You could exchange any existing tokens for the majority of stablecoins using a decentralized exchange for more options. That's it for this video, Crypto Clipper. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!